Bard Jax. This is a cute idea. The Weapon Masters like having chimes. Bard likes having weapons. I'm going to mulligan for Catalyzer and just try to high roll this rather than keeping the Dark Bulb. Nope, just Ishtali. I'm also the hater running Passage Unearned in my list. Really rough hand. Glad I have a 1-drop. They took Shepherd's Authority. Kind of wild. I guess they were just like, you know, trying to maximize if you have a 1-drop. If you don't have a 1-drop, then I deal 4. But when it comes to a game like this where my opponent's just going to be playing big stats on curve, Darkness always wins.
You can fix anything with anything. I'll prove it.
Oh, Pot of Pain. Very nice. I'll just Pokey Stick. I don't mind taking some damage here. I always appreciate playing against decks that want to beat you up and don't have a lot of burn. This is a very interesting game. We just got like some lifesteal, some stabilization, a vengeance now. Fortunately, we aren't under tons of pressure. Oh, that's a good one. Just a nice 4-drop, solid play. Discounting the Darkness means that my next cards I draw are going to be a little bit better down the road. Bard is big. If I attack, my opponent could play like Catch or something like that to buff the attack and get the 1-for-1 trade. I'll just pass. I've got Ishtali Sentinel coming up, so taking a little bit of damage doesn't really faze me at all. Yeah, see, there's the weapon for Bard that I was talking about. What'd you get? Fearsome? Not too shabby. Vengeance seems correct here. Because my Darkness only deals 2. Yeah, I'm just going to Vengeance. It also means they don't get to attack with Bard and get the extra chimes in. Before you go, I wanted to say you make amazing content and are top-notch commentator. Hope you'll be part of the Desk at Worlds. I really appreciate that comment, Zeppy. Thank you so much. Hopefully, you know, Worlds will line up. Because we don't know the exact date. So, who knows, you know, a few months from now if I'll be available on that day. So, I'm hoping they'll get in touch with us soon. Probably after this next seasonal. Now I'll play Dark Bulb. I've got great trades across the board now. I think they kind of trolled by not putting, like, Shepherd's Authority on the Esmus.
What are you wearing?
Go for the 1-for-1 trade or not?
Hopeless, honestly.
Yeah, I'll just take the 1-for-1. Ah, they had Catch. Okay, so they were going to put the Shepherd's Authority on the Esmus. And that's why they took it off of Fire-Red. They were already playing towards this this play. Very cool. Elusive can't block. So balanced. All right, so let's go in with the Ishtali Sentinel here.
Bind the living and the dead.
It's such a good card. Incredibly underrated card. With the improvised weapons, like getting the extra +2/+1 or +1/+2 when you need it is so strong. My opponent could be running Cosmic Binding to stun Ishtali Sentinel. But I mean, I've got Wall Up and stuff and a second Vengeance, so I'm actually not that worried about their ability to actually take me down.
I am in control.
Yep, Cosmic Binding. Perfect. So they have to attack with just Esmus to prevent the lifesteal and just keep their value up. It'd be a damn shame to have to Vengeance the Esmus, but if they let me block, I will. You know what I mean? Because I have double Sentinel now. No Veigar or Catalyzer means that Unscaled Darkness is not the way I'm going to win this game. Ooh, nice.
What are you made of?
I'm literally just gonna keep trading everything down. I'll do this. If they have another Catch, I want them to use it on the Shepherd. Oh, they got Parts Made Whole. what they discard? Pot of Pain. That's actually really good for me that they discard the Pot of Pain.
To the mountain.
I could even Passage Unearned to clear this 3-2. And it's an Obliterate, so I also scoop this weapon. Totally worth it for me. That's like the only time Passage Unearned is going to be a card. A way for me to use this card. Very good for me. I'm that guy. I run the one of Passage in my Darkness deck. Oh, champions I definitely are not going to rotate. I feel for Runeterra, I'm like fairly certain that the rotation is going to be like continuously problematic cards like Burble Fish and Go Hard and Golden Aegis and Feel the Rush and Targon's Peak and those sorts of cards that are always like so hard to balance around. Players hate playing against them whenever they end up in the metagame. It's stuff like that. There's Bard.
You're doused with genius.
I mean, that'll just be natural balance patches too. But yeah, if you take away a lot of cards, like certain cards, it just helps other strategies like see the light of day. You know what I mean?
Bye-bye.
I will shape death as easily as clay.
I think that Decimate is another card that could very easily be rotated out of the game. It hurts like super hard aggro decks, but it also takes top end away from a lot of the Tri-Beam lists and like Scion and stuff that kind of want to be board based, but it just ends up being much more efficient to, you know what I mean? Like they want to be board based, but it's just more efficient to just run some board and mostly burn when you have access to it. I think that the game has kind of evolved beyond the point where having 12 out of hand damage that can only be stopped by like 2 regions in your game is not really good. But again, you got to remember the rotation announcement was for some time in 2023. It's not going to be in January. It'll be like, you know, in the second half, I imagine. We'll have 6 or 8 months of more discussion and whatnot with Riot. We'll just do Vile Feast Vengeance. More Blades of the Fallen. That's actually fine. I don't care about them keeping the weapons in play. It's the fact that Esmus is unblockable damage is my concern. Another Robe Maker.
Work the fabric, minions. Work it.
From here, I just have to play hyper defensive. My opponent's eventually going to hit like Jax, and it's going to be a problem for me. Especially Jax with like an oodles of chimes. I need Vhagar really, really, really badly. Furious Wielder is an occultist card, not a Jax card. So as soon as I get Vhagar down, he's safe. Or Senna. Like, my lord. 25 cards left in the deck. Very unlikely not to see 1 or 2 champions here. And we even drew 1 Pokestick and played it. End round? Yes. Because I said I'm playing defensive, it behooves me to keep the board state as undeveloped and neutral as possible. So if my opponent doesn't want to play a card, I don't want to do anything either. Or if my opponent is closing in on upcycled Rake, I mean, that's going to be a bit of an issue for me. Dark Bulb Acolyte, I like. We do have 3 damage darkness, which does help.
At loggerheads, eh?
We have Wallop for that. Keep Ishtali Sentinel alive.
Or palm.
Second Entrancing Lure. Third Entrancing Lure. Very cute value trades. Just wall up here. Keep our life steal up. I believe I'm still on the one copy of Transposition. I can't quite remember.
Light is a lure in the dark.
Big Hookmaster. Finally, I think Rake and... What are the last two? Rake and... Pan of Pain are like the last two. Yeah.
Nah, singing scares the fish. At least mine does.
We're just going to clear the Castaway. These at 1 HP. I want to leave them around because I can get like Pokestick and stuff for them. This having Tough is a bigger issue with the extra chimes it got. My next draw is Senna or Vagar. I definitely win because they just use triple entrancing lure, so they don't have a way to actually reach onto my back line anymore. There's Jax.
For Acacia! And you know what? Also for me!
It's tempting to wall up this 5-1 to clear it, but
You win?
it's better to save wall up for Jax now that he's got Overwhelm. This is definitely the sort of board attrition deck that Jax was envisioned in, but the only reason I'm even in this spot is I'm literally, you know, missing my champions in the bottom half of the deck. I think I'm running 3 Vengeance. I'm trying to remember my own deck list. Yep, there's Vengeance. Just pass. I believe I've got Desinata in here still, which would be fantastic to help wipe this board down. My opponent just has to pass. They're worried about, like, Ruination or something, I think. Scar, is this your main job, or what do you do? I stream, make content for YouTube, and cast tournaments. That's how I make my money. Also, through art. Other parts made whole. There's Senna. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Senna's going to carry from here. Our darkness is only dealing 3 damage, but it is enough to hit these units right before the chimes become a menace. We've got Vengeance for Jax because he gets a bunch of stat.
Did I see you using my lamp to stir the pot last night? Sorry.
There's
All the
Scout.
spoons were dirty.
Let me see. We can play Senna. Because my opponent, again, has already played 3 Entrancing Lure. So Senna is, like, chilling. Hang on. 13. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have exact mana for Senna plus Darkness plus Vengeance.
Long road ahead.
Oh, wait. We played 2 Roadmakers? I only remember playing 1. So now we can ping down Jax. Well, they have to attack right now to boost Jax. They could have Scarzig as well. Which is probably what they're trying to do. You can do Scarzig and get double Scout. We haven't seen Scarzig yet. They played 1 copy of Catch. 2 copies of Parts Made Whole.
Sure must be nice.
But I've gotten unlucky with champions, but I think my opponent's gotten pretty unlucky with chimes. Still 33 left in the deck at this point.
Sink your fear.
If I try to go for Darkness to answer Jax cleanly, a Catch or a Scarzig to boost the damage is going to nullify that. So I want to make sure I play this on something that I can just... probably the Acathian Mirage. Yeah, we'll just let this go.
No dessert? No.
I'll pass. I'll wait. Just use my stuff at fast speed. My opponent could actually have second Jax for wait, no, never mind. The second Jax, the Jax spell Counter-Strike gives barrier, not spell shield. So I can Vengeance the Jax. He's gonna get a bunch of attack power from all the units being equipped. And then I just Vengeance him. Ooh, Cosmic Binding's a cute spell. We're still fine though. You know what it is? My opponent is waiting to do Scarzig with the Pan of Pain. So it's +2 it's wait, oh, this is a Pot of Pain. Where's the Pan of this is Pan of Pain. I'm thinking of Pot of Pain. I think they discarded it. So they can't do +2 HP plus Tough to block Darkness. This does force me to trade down with Senna. I think we're still fine. Yeah, because Ishtali sent they did it backwards. Oh my god, they did it backwards. The Spiderling got stunned, and then this took 2 damage. Yeah, they did it backwards.
Life and death. What are you made of? My spirit is stone. What are you made of?
And so now I can attack and then have darkness to back me up, especially if my next draw is Vhagar, because now Vhagar is leveled. We just have not drawn a single copy.
You bound
Second
for
Jax.
war and cower from Acacia.
Guilty. And guilty.
Look at this, 39 chimes. How unlucky. Decinata? God damn, let's go. We actually don't want to play Decinata yet, right?
Ready to fire. Keep
We
your
attack,
distance.
generate the darkness, force him to block, and then Decinata. Oh yeah, they just take the damage? Okay. So here we kill Jax. To sidestep the overwhelm.
Hey, show me one of them Yordle portals. I've got an idea.
You can't fish through a Yordle portal. I tried.
You can't fish through a Yordle portal? That's a shame. Yes!
Gonna be a long night. I'll put on some coffee.
You'll never see a game like that, chat. 0 Vhagar, 1 Senna carrying. Yes, indeed. To be fair, I think my opponent got incredibly unlucky with their chimes. They had a ton in the deck.